This is Fred Beck and Fred Talks Fighting, brought to you. Oh, I spilled water. Brought to you by Undisputed, available on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm joined by victorious Foxer G, beating Walid Sharks by unanimous decision.
I was waiting for that. The whole camp, bro. I swear to God, the whole camp. Before I go to bed, I would be going through the whole fight, and at the end of it, the last thing I heard is, "This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, was joined here by our victorious Foxer G." I love Fred. I love Fred.
There's a lot of pressure on you tonight, though. I know it was a massive step up, considering your last fight, Misfits, was against Evil Hero. Going from Evil Hero to Walid Sharks is huge.
Man, I can't explain. I came into this scene as a fan, and that was it. I didn't expect to ever even have a spar, right? Let alone go in front of an arena and have a fight against one of the, I'll give it to him now that it's done, one of the best fighters on the platform. For me, there's so much pressure because I've left everything for this, right? And this was the step up. This was the test. I had so many people commenting, telling me I'm gonna get knocked out, telling you you're gonna lose, you're gonna get hurt. It's fucking scary, bro. You know, and I don't want cars and chains and all this shit. I just want to be able to build a life from this. So every fight matters to be able to get to the bigger stage and make the money to be able to provide, right? So going into this tonight, I had my idol, a few of my idols in the stands commentating. I had my family here. And when I say family, I don't only mean parents. I also mean my coaches, my teams, right? I mean everyone. And I got it done, and it hasn't fully set in yet. I know it looks like it's set in, but it hasn't.
Is the weight off your shoulders now? Is it a big relief that you can kind of forget about Walid and move on, considering he was on your mind for over a year, having the fight scheduled and rescheduled?
Oh, bro. You know what, man? It's like if I went that whole year and I couldn't beat him, might as well have hung him up, you know? Oh, here we go. Rubbish. Rubbish performance. Shout out Kian. Shout out Kian in the gym like 3 weeks ago. These boys were winding me up, my coach and Kian. I was the only person in the gym. And Kian fucking threw trash at me, bro. He said, "You're shit. This is trash." He threw trash at me. But yeah, it's a big weight off my shoulders for sure.
And what's next for you now?
I'm gonna let them tell me. Not a banana. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna let the public decide. For me, obviously, I want to move on to even bigger things. You know, obviously the belt's on the horizon. There's a lot of other good fighters in the scene that I can test my skills against, and I don't have anyone specific to call out. I just want to take the big fights and put on more good performances.
What was it like having Roy Jones call you on FaceTime before the fight?
Man. It's surreal, isn't it? It's surreal. It's unbelievable. Like I said, who would have thought, right? I was just making YouTube videos literally like 2-3 years ago today about this shit, about Misfits. And, you wake up and fucking Roy Jones Jr., the greatest fighter of all time, on the phone with me, man, on fight day. It's fucking unreal. It's unbelievable.
And then what's even better is KSI seeing JJ at the end of the fight as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a guy I grew up looking up to pretty big time. And it's a big moment.
What did he say to you?
He just told me he was proud of me. And to keep going, and that it means a lot because, like I said, I grew up looking up to him. So
kind of almost full circle. Roy Jones and KSI, two people in the best of their scenes. And KSI on top of YouTube, Roy Jones on top of boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Thanos with Infinity Stones.
KSI is the greatest boxer of all time, and Roy Jones Jr. is the greatest rapper of all time.
Well, yeah, I guess you could. They're both in the same scene, boxing and boxing.
Oh yeah. That would be a good pay-per-view for sure.
What was it like in there, Walid? After the first round, I think a lot of people expected you guys both to go for it. It seemed kind of you got warmed up in there, and it ended up being sort of fight of the night. I'll be very surprised if it's not fight of the night.
Yeah.
What was it like actually fighting the guy? I mean, he hasn't fought since he fought Dean. I remember I was watching the fight back yesterday, and it was fairly competitive against Dean when Walid fought him.
Look, this is another thing that I need to get off my chest. Walid is my older brother. He was saying it a lot, and he is. I had to dig deep to switch that off this week, to be honest with you. And I hope this doesn't come between us. But that kid can bang. I'll give him that, you know? I've never been marked up like this in my life, right? Even in sparring, I don't really mark like that. And I mean, as you can see, I looking at my face, What an ugly bastard. And
One rich bastard now after that.
we hope. Fight of the night. No.
Fight of the night bonus.
100%. He took a lot more than I thought he would. With me, I know how hard I can hit. I saw him wobble a few times. I definitely hurt him a couple of times. Yeah, I give him a lot of credit. For sure.
After him taking those shots of you, which normally put other fighters down, do you think, okay, we're going to box to a decision here, or do you think the knockout could come at any time?
Honestly, again, I could have been a lot more patient. I could have used my energy a lot smarter rather than go to war with him. But I wanted the fight of the night bonus. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, Fred, I got a little bit over eager when I realized I hurt him, and I wanted to find that again. He's got a good guard, Walid. He did have a good guard. I'll give him that. There were a lot of shots that I expected to not go through that did. No, he did. There were a lot of shots that I expected to go through that didn't.
Solomon, do you want to come in the interview a sec? This is Coach Solomon, Boxer G's long-time coach. He was very salty about not winning Coach of the Year award.
Dean the Great. What did Dean the Great say? He took Walid. What? Hang on. I don't know if Dean's being nice or not. I hope so. Haha, I took Walid's soul to be a fighter.
No, he actually
Okay.
showed his heart.
He showed his heart.
What do you want? What did you ask me?
Thoughts on Fox's performance first off?
I think it was a good performance because look, I thought it could be better, right? But again, he was in with a guy that was really in there. Walid, he's never really been knocked out, has he? He got stopped on his feet in the first fight against Dean. He even got pushed over in that knockdown. Do you remember? And that can throw your equilibrium off. And he did say, look, I was telling him that, I thought you won that fight with Dean. And I thought he was winning the fight. I thought he was going to win the rematch. He's a tough boy. He comes to fight, and he made it ugly. He put on a lot of weight for this fight. I saw him on the scales on the ceremonial weigh-in. He was heavy, which helped him with his punch, absorbing punches.
Punch resistance.
Punch resistance. But yeah, I think Fox's performance was a good solid 7 out of 10. I think he could have done better, could have used the jab a little bit more in the third and fourth round, but he done good. He done what he got to do to get the victory, and I'm happy, man. Alhamdulillah.
What's next for Fox now?
I don't know. I just want to fight, get him fights, man. He hasn't fought on Misfits in over a year. No fault of like his or Misfits own. It's the boxing game. It's unfortunate sometimes these things happen, and we want to fight again. There's, at the end of the day, he can't go backwards after this fight, can he? And there's a couple of people that didn't want him to win tonight, did they? Yeah, you know who you are as well. That was, yes, my bro's gonna get him. Don't pick up your, don't get up to get your popcorn. You know who you are. Why are you worried? Worried of a little 19-year-old kid. So there's a couple of people that were threatened. They know who they are. Yeah, people in this division that were supporting Walid, not because they like him, because they was worried this kid's going to come through and he's going to be after them next. You're all on fucking notice, man. Mind my language. So the kid's not scared. He's ready to fight. He's improving all the time. And he's got a heart of a lion. He showed that against another guy that had a heart of a lion today.
Certainly. It should win fight of the night as long as Darren Till's fight isn't fight of the night.
Hopefully he gets a knockout of the night so then we can get...
But yeah, well done, guys. Good team, well done on the team. Congratulations, well done, guys.
Wait, keep 1 second. There's a problem that I have to resolve right now.
Oh, yeah.
I need you guys for it.
Yeah. No, please. They already did it. They already did it. Fred,
This man's getting it.
Fred, tell him. I'll just take it. Yeah, I eat those. Ah.
That one.
What's up? No.
Oh. Thank you, Chris.
Oh.
Adios, muchacha.